Hello guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my tips for selling your own crochet projects. So I'm hoping that this video will be really useful for beginners, or maybe even if you have already kind of started to sell your own crochet projects. I just hope that this will be useful for you as far as finding how to price your items or just how to get started in general. So, if you guys have watched a few of my recent videos, you might know that I have recently gotten back into selling physical products myself, and I've gotten quite a few questions on that since I have shared that. So that's why I am here filming this video today. So I hope I can give you some good information. I do like to think that I'm qualified for this. Not only have I had my own business through Katie Being Creative, which you are seeing here on YouTube, through Etsy, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, so many different platforms, for almost 3 years. We're going on 3 years now. But I have also gone to school for business, which I know might surprise a lot of you because I am only 19, but my senior year of high school as well as my junior year, I got to do early enrollment in college, and I have almost a full business degree. If I wanted to get my full AA degree, I would have a semester left for a business degree. So I do like to think that I am qualified for this, but I guess you can be the judge of that. And I've done a ton of research on my own time, specifically for YouTube and Etsy and even Google and things like that. So there's like a ton of branches from this video topic I feel like that I could do, and I have done a few business related videos in the past, a long time in the past, so I feel like those videos might not even be worth watching. So if you guys do just have any questions throughout this video, especially, I get kind of nerdy when it comes to this kind of thing, so if I end up saying a term or a word that you don't know or something like that, feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'm going to do my best to make this beginner level, but I might end up saying something that is not really beginner level, and I apologize if that is the case. So yeah, I just want to help you guys out with either starting to sell your own products or hopefully getting more sales, that kind of thing. So if you do want more videos on this kind of stuff, definitely let me know. But we are just going to get into the couple of tips that I do have, and keep in mind this is just a couple. I could come up with a list probably like a mile long, so if you guys wanted to see multiple parts for a video like this, I could also do that. But we are just going to get started. So my first tip that I think is a really good idea when you are just getting started is, instead of going and starting an Etsy shop or trying to go to craft fairs or anything like that, I think it's a better idea to start with just selling to family and friends. So there's a couple reasons that I think this is best. First off, it will help you to kind of know what you want to sell. If you end up making a blanket for somebody and it's miserable because you're like, this is a huge project, I don't like doing this, then you know that's something you don't want to sell in the future on your Etsy or in general. Plus, it also helps you get your name out. You can get more sales through other friends and family members, through word of mouth in general. And it is also going to help you to kind of figure out your pricing, which I do have a really good tip for that we're going to talk about later on in this video. So that's just a couple reasons why I think starting out with family members and friends as your first customers is a really good idea. Now next, I think that starting an Instagram or TikTok or social media platform in general, even before you're looking to open a shop or to sell to the public, I think is a good idea. So one of the big reasons why I think this is a good idea, you can still be posting stuff that you're making for family members and friends, and hopefully gaining a following and potential customers through sharing those things that you're already selling. So I think that is a really good idea to start out with social media accounts. So another really big thing that I was terrible at in the beginning of starting my business, and still kind of am not that good at, is just telling people. Telling people. It sounds so simple, but sometimes it's not, because I would always be nervous. What are they gonna think? They're gonna check out my YouTube videos, all of that kind of stuff. And now it's just like, why does it matter? I'm proud of the stuff I put on YouTube, and I'm proud of the stuff I crochet, so why wouldn't I want people to check it out? So tell people for sure. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell people just in conversation that you've never met. Like, I've had plenty of conversations with waitresses or just people in like Walmart in the yarn aisle, stuff like that, just because I've brought crocheting with me or I'm buying yarn or something like that, and it's a great conversation starter to be like, oh yeah, I have this Etsy shop where I sell blah blah blah, or I have this YouTube channel where I make videos on yarn and crocheting. You know, it really is a good conversation starter, and you will be surprised how enthusiastic people are and how they actually want to buy something from you, or at least follow you on social media and support you in that way, all of that kind of stuff. So it really is just for the best to just tell people. All right, you guys. Next, I have be honest with customers and yourself. So when you are starting to make sales, you may have people reach out to you through Instagram or Etsy or whatever and ask you, can you make this, or can you change this on a product you already have, or something like that. And a big important thing is to be honest with yourself, to know, I feel like I would not be the best person to make this. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, especially when it comes to crochet. I feel like I'm not that great at crocheting certain things, and I'm sure you feel the same way about yourself. So it's better to turn somebody down and say, I don't feel like I'm the best person to make this for you, than it is to try to make it for them and then not be able to because it's too complicated, or you get really stressed out by it because it's something you're not going to like making, all of that kind of stuff. So yes, while it is a business that you're trying to start, or a side hustle or whatever, you do have to know when to say no and when to be honest with yourself and customers. All right, you guys, now for pricing on items in general. So pricing can be really hard to figure out, especially when you're beginning. You might think that something that took you 3 hours only took 1 hour, whatever, especially if you're having fun making something. A lot of times it feels like the time goes by super quickly, but it's actually been like 4 hours and you felt like it was only 1 hour. So if that's the case, you might try to charge a price that is way too low. So my biggest thing that has helped with figuring out prices in general is this app that is called Crochet.land. I'm going to put it on the screen here for you guys. You can see what it looks like. I did do a video a while back on apps that are really good for crocheters and knitters, and I went really in depth in that video. But this is an app where you can track how long crochet projects take you. You can add how much the supplies cost you, as well as you can put an hourly wage in the app. So minimum wage in Florida, where I'm at, is $11. So I have mine as $13, and it tells me a price based on how long the project took me, and that $13 an hour wage and the materials. All of that information combined that you put into the app is going to give you a recommended price that you should sell it for, which is really helpful, especially if you're selling on Etsy and you don't know exactly how long something has taken you, or even you don't feel like doing the math for it, because you could time yourself on like a stopwatch or something and then try to do the math. But honestly, an app is just so much easier, and not only does it tell you all of that stuff, but it also lets you put in information like the pattern link and notes for it, so you can write stuff down on there. So it's just really simple, and it lets you have everything in one spot. So I really do love this, and I use this app on like a daily basis at this point. So that's why I'm bringing it up, and it's really going to be good for beginners to figure out their pricing for products. Now y'all, there's plenty more things that I could tell you as far as if you're gonna open a shop, make sure you have an Instagram. If you're gonna start a YouTube, make sure you have this, whatever. Like, there's so many things. I could tell you about SEO, which is search engine optimization, and I could tell you about how important finding your target audience is, and keywords on Etsy, and how important that is. All of that stuff. There is so much that goes into it, like so much. But there's also tons of other videos of people that are giving you that good information as well, because that's where I've learned that information. But if you guys do want me to tell you all of that information, like I said in the beginning, I could do part 2 of this video, or in general just other videos on business stuff. But the big thing that I want to leave you guys with, and the last thing that I have written down on my notes, is to still have fun. So the thing about selling your products and turning a hobby like crochet into a side hustle or a business is it can very easily become demanding and not a hobby anymore. So I want you guys to make sure that you are still treating it like a hobby, still having separate time where you're crocheting for your business or your shop or whatever it is, and still having time where you're crocheting things for yourself, maybe clothing or gifts for other people, things like that. But still make sure you're having fun with it, and you can still have fun with it even if you are making products for other people. But I really do just want to reiterate to make sure that you are having fun with it, because you don't want something that started as a hobby that you really loved, that you decided to turn into a business, to become something that you despise because it is a business and you have to crochet stuff you don't want to and all of that kind of stuff. It can really become demanding if you let it, and stressful if you let it. That's just really the big thing that I feel like nobody talks about, but they need to talk about, because it's so easy to just be like, oh, I'm doing so great, I'm making all these products, I'm selling all this stuff, but then a month or 2 down the line realize I haven't made anything for myself and I'm not enjoying this anymore. So please don't let it get that way. Anyways, you guys, I really hope this video was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this video, and if you would like to hear some more tips, or if there was anything in this video that I mentioned that you would like to hear more on, I can always do other videos. There are also quite a few videos on my channel from a while back that I did make like a year or 2 ago that were business related. I think they're still good to watch. I just can't guarantee how good the quality is going to be or anything. A lot of them was before I even had a camera, and I just filmed on my iPad, so I can't guarantee that. If you do have questions on specific things, I can find videos or articles that I think are helpful and link them in a reply comment to you guys if you are interested in that as well. Just, I want to help you guys out, so ask questions, especially if there's something in this video that needs clarification or anything like that. Because if you have a question, there's probably other viewers watching that have the same question. If you guys do want to make sure you see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. If you guys do want to see more from me, you can always check out more videos of mine, my blog, my Etsy shop, my Ribbler shop, my vlog channel, and all of my social medias. All of that is always included in the description box down below for you guys. And with all of that, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!